Hello, everybody. This is Amelia, your intuitive empath, which many of you are as well. I am a functional nutritionist, energy healer, NAT practitioner, and just here to spread the word. And today I'm going to spread more about my experiences with being married to a narcissist. One of the biggest jokes about marrying a narcissist is that you wanted a soulmate, not a psych degree, and I received the latter. So, anyway, I help people heal physically, spiritually, emotionally through all different facets of their life. So, if you want more support in that area, the link is below, newmagnoliawellness.com. And I also have an empath community that I do healing work on as well. So, today we're going to talk about kind of the switch. Now, for some people, the switch to the obviousness of them being a toxic person or potentially a narcissist. And I don't diagnose anybody, but when I talk about narcissists, I talk about those who have the narcissistic traits. So some people might be full blown, some might just have a few characteristics, or really it's all over the place. So just judge that as you will. Or don't judge it. Maybe just discern what makes sense in your situation. Is it a potentially full-blown thing? They can easily fool, psychiatric tests as well. So that's just a whole other subject. So there's this song that I really love, and it's called What a Time by Julia Michaels. And I just love it because it describes what I experienced. So some narcissists, once they get you married, they feel like they've got you. Then there's this overnight switch, but the opposite was true in my situation. It took about 5 years for it to really start to build up and show the true face of this being I was married to. And so the song really starts out, it was just so good. It was like perfect. We spent all this time together, and what a time. What a time it was. And then the last verses, but really, what a lie. What a lie. And what a lie it was. It was all fake. And that was true in my case because now observing this being with his new wife, no jealousy there, by the way. It's just even more fake. It's like I didn't think we could hit new levels of fakeness, but we have. Not myself. So, and so because it was perceived by me as being a true partnership, like, oh, we're on the same page. Oh, we're on the same page. Oh, this is perfect. This will fit right in. This works well together. All of this fits. All of this fits. And then over time, things shift. Now, I mean, of course, I grow too, but I also actually what happened was for the sake of the relationship, I compromised my own growth and my own authentic self to make it work. So as these new layers popped up of, wait a minute, this isn't what we signed on for. This isn't the truth, or this isn't what was planned. This wasn't our trajectory. And all of that came in, and he would start to shift the narrative to something else and then expect me to just follow suit. And so I did, on a lot of levels, compromise myself to keep everything kosher, to keep it all quote unquote intact or happy or whatever it was, just to make it work. Because some things were big deals, some things were not. But should I have compromised on some? Of course. But the bigger deals, no, because what it did was it stole from my soul. It compromised the core of who I was and continued to grow from. Does that make sense? It's hard to explain because it's a gradual process. It's like piece by piece by piece. And then suddenly you find yourself going, wait a minute, no, 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 no. I'm going to start standing up for this. This is important. And that happened a lot when I had kids. So it was really important for me to, make sure my kids ate healthy and had a proper bedtime and all these things. But those things kept getting sabotaged over and over and over again. I had to fight harder and harder and harder. And then the resistance from the dark being that I married was even more so like, well, now it's your fault and you're the problem and this and this and this. And so it just became this massive explosion every time. So, and then once I realized what had happened, because they're so covert and so good at hiding in plain sight, once I realized that, I started to break free and started just to make decisions on my own, and then made a plan to move up and out of that situation. So that's a whole other story. So, how can you take back your power? I had to take back my power little bits at a time, even while I was married, because my kids depended on it. You know, the best for them depended on me starting to take back my power. And that was really important. So I continue still to this day. How can I take back my power? Because my kids are still minors. And so I still have to deal with that. How can I take back my power as myself? That's easy now. I mean, that's easy now that I'm divorced, but how can you in a situation like that take back your power and claim who you are in your authentic soul's journey right now? If you need support with that or seeing where those pieces have been cut off from you, maybe by you or someone else, let me know. I'm good at figuring that out, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to really explain to you that's what happens in a lot of these covert narcissistic situations. And the more that we can bring back our soul's authenticity to the core of who we are and live that way, the more beautiful it is. Compromising is one thing, but allowing someone else to steal bits of your soul is an entirely different story. There's genuine partnership compromise and abusive compromise. Where do you fit in this space? And if you're not sure, just really sit with it and really listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, get support, and learn what you need to do for your journey. There's no judgment from me ever, but I want you to know that that's a really important piece to notice. Because had I stayed in that situation, I think my physical body might have given up entirely. That's how much stress was there and how much of me was missing. So, sending you guys lots of love. If you have any questions, comment below and we'll chat very soon.